I was just thinking that when I'm learning all this Bach now, how important it is to bring out the left hand, and not just bring out the left hand, but be aware of the left hand all the time, particularly in the little preludes, which are mostly in two-voice counterpoint. It's so easy to dismiss the left hand and be listening for so-called melody when, you know, Bach was so concerned about interacting voices. So when I start my practice session, I thought I might impart some things that help me to get ready to learn my Bach pieces, to develop my left hand. I have a very poor left hand, really, and to this day, I have to keep giving it more opportunities to have a primary role in my practicing. So I just want to suggest a couple of things. Let's say you do a B major scale, and the reason I picked that is because you have the double blacks as pattern with 2-3 2-3, and then you have the triple blacks with 2-3-4, reciprocal fingers, upside down fingers, mirrors, and then you have thumbs meeting. So you can basically close your eyes when you play this. But let's say you do a slow triplet. Right away I want to build up my left hand, so I tell myself to really draw out the left hand and be the leader hand. I say be the leader hand in the triplet right away. Listen for the left hand, subdue the right hand right away. So here's what happens. One would think I wasn't. Now I'm going to play in tenths. Now you'll hear it better because you'll hear the third above the root displaced an octave. I'm also going to do it again, bring out the left hand in a triplet fashion. And. I'm dead weighting in. Basically, I've told students to try to do a push-up against the piano. This is where athletics comes in. You can have your gym workout here. You actually can push yourself off the instrument like that, dead weighted, the whole upper arm, lower arm, everything, a push. I mean, everybody talks about forearm, but frankly, to me, it's the whole upper arm, it's a whole upper body really going into the keys like that. That gets you ready. Now you could also say to yourself, I will do that mostly with my left hand, or I will practice doing that with my left hand because that's what I want to be deeper in the keys by doing that. This is really great. And you could say I do this lighter. Well, of course it's hard to do because you're not really when you go light, you're not exerting much energy there, but you do want to think of that kind of heavy, deep, and lighter here. Then you can turn it around. Let's say you want to turn it around simply because you want to, when you have your pieces, you want to be able to flesh out any voice at any time and have the physical approach to that. So you do the same tenths now and shift the weight over. You can do this first. That's what I do. I mean, I'm a complete lunatic when it comes to stuff like this. Anybody came here from the neighborhood and watched me do this, they think I'm a nut. But anyway, it really works. So that's really great. Nice workout. Now you go deeper into the right hand with the tenths and. And push off. Dead weight. Now, when you do staccato, I was showing the woodpecker staccato to a student because I think it's a woodpecker. I told her to play every note 4 times because she tended to shortchange some of her staccatos in that some were a little bit longer than others. But if you do 4 at a time, you really can hear like a woodpecker. What a woodpecker would not have, like some of the pecks would be shorter or longer. It would be ta 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 ta. So I had the student go back to the parallel hands on the same notes, parallel octaves, not parallel octaves, a parallel octave apart. And the student was tending to play some of them too long, some too short. And I said, think of a woodpecker and go 4 at a time like this. is a forearm approach, where I think of bouncing a basketball like this, and it just needs more energy. And your wrist is not, floppy, because you can't be so floppy, but it has to have a little bit of give. You do it softly too. Woodpecker could be pecking softly, like this. If you can do that at the two extremes of forte and piano, and a little bit less weight on the light woodpecker sound, then it should be easier to just not have to do 4 of them, but to go straight up with forearm. You could also bring out the left hand as, developing your left hand with a forte one.